South Africa is a unique place to see the Big Five because it's one of the few African countries where they are so easy to find.
The Sabi Sands in particular, being one of the most famous near the Kruger, is that you can go out on one game drive and almost tick off all of the Big Five on that one game drive alone.
Much like traveling anywhere else in the world, the game reserves are each in different areas that have slightly different environments. Some are better suited for higher populations of elephant or giraffe, for instance.
My favourite animal out of the Big Five has got to be the elephants, because each of their personalities is so different, and you can see that when you're sat watching them. And the herds come so close to the vehicle, and despite their size, they're just so graceful when they move.
My favourite animal of the Big Five is between leopard and rhino, but I'd probably go with leopard because they're considered probably the rarest of the five.
My favourite animal of the Big Five has got to be the Cape buffalo. They get themselves all muddy and they just roam around and kind of huff and puff at you, which makes it really fun, and you can never tell what they're going to do.
Phinda is an excellent place to see the Big Five. It is a little bit different to places like Sabi Sands or Thorny Bush. Phinda will also offer you other animals such as cheetah, which is also great to see.
The Sabi Sands is the oldest game reserve in the whole of South Africa. Because of that, the wildlife have adapted and grown to being used to the vehicles.
The guides go through a very intensive training course and study for many years to get to where they are. They have to know every bird call, they have to know every species of animal, they can identify anything that they see, but the most incredible thing about them is their eyesight. It's amazing.
They'll find the Big Five and they'll educate you about them, but they also focus on some of the smaller things like the plants and what they eat and the life cycles.
What's really nice on safari is that the guides will often stop on your afternoon game drive, set up a little drink station, and you can watch the sunset with a gin and tonic or whatever drink you want to drink.
One of my favourite lodges in the Sabi Sands is Delini River Lodge. Partly because even from the main deck area of the lodge, you've got the views over the river, so you do often get wildlife coming and drinking during the day.
My favourite lodge has got to be Thorny Bush Game Lodge. It is a beautiful lodge that's actually perfect for families, and not only that, it's actually situated right on the seasonal Manwana River. So at times of year with flash floods, you'll get amazing life that's actually surrounding the water. And at other times of year when it's really dry, you'll be able to see the footprints of animals passing through in the riverbed.
We drove out after our first game drive and we saw Rhino and a rhino calf just sort of on the side of the road. And it's such an incredible sight.
My favourite lodge in South Africa is Phinda Forest Lodge. I like that lodge because the design is beautiful. They've got lovely floor-to-ceiling windows where you can get amazing views. I stayed at Phinda Forest Lodge for 2 nights and I was lucky enough to tick off all members of the Big Five during my stay.